Alright then, well, so today we're testing out yet another new mic. I think I've figured out what the mic issue is. There's a couple of little joins that don't seem to fit in very well. It seems to get a bit loose and disconnects itself sometimes, so hopefully this new one will sort that out. It's really hot and muggy today. It doesn't look that sunny, but it is proper hot and proper sweaty. So I'm looking forward to getting out onto the road and cooling my bits down. Now yesterday, when I come flying down here, or was it the day before? Can't remember what day it was. I'm fucking speeding again. It was really muggy as well. And I noticed the amount of flies and bugs and beasts and birds and tigers that got into my helmet was crazy. It felt like there were sort of spiders crawling all over my face. I don't know if that was just maybe a reaction I was having to something, or if that's normal, or if there were just spiders in there. No Johnny Sins today, or Phil Mitchell. I'm hoping my mic holds out for the trip. Now I know what the issue is, we can keep an eye on it. We're all stuck behind the world's slowest Range Rover. This tyre van is real close to him. A couple of big holes in the road, couple of massive gashes. Ain't no one like an untidy gash. Actually, we could go in the hospital hole. Nah, fuck it, we'll go in the other one. There's normally an old copper sitting on this roundabout, but I guess with all the roadworks, he doesn't need to be here. The hospital is over there to my left. Been there a couple of times. Their stories we'll get to another day. Now up here on the right is a pub I once went to on a date with a young lady. Forget what her name was. I think it was Sam, maybe. And she lived in Poor England, and I was living in Loddon at the time, so I can't actually tell you why we decided to come to this pub, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Although, knowing me back then, I probably just didn't want them knowing where the fuck I lived, in case I needed to escape. I was very avoidant back then. Now the other day I came down here and I went completely the wrong way and ended up going down one of these side roads, which kind of end up in the middle of nowhere. Oh hello, Mr. Fruity has stopped in the road. There's a massive gate there. Don't know what's in there. Looks like a fucking haunted house. I don't know if there's speed cameras down here, you know. If there is, that policeman will soon let me know. There's one police. Here comes another. There's two police in a row. We've just seen half of the entire Norfolk Police Department go past. Oh, here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. On my left here is where I was born. And I'm not going to be able to show you because this fucking great bus has decided to park its great ass in my way. So if we go nice and slow, here we go, look at that. That is the original Norfolk and Norwich Hospital from many, many years ago. It's now being converted into flats. I was born there over 40 years ago. Looks pretty nice. I don't know what those new flats are like. Someone once told me they are all now haunted. How true that is, couldn't tell you. We should probably visit some haunted places. Right, where the fuck are we going up here now? Found me. I actually wanted to go left here. Never mind, should go all the way around the roundabout. Where is that copper? Oh, he's over there. Shouldn't have done that, but fuck it. Here's some of the old castle wall ruins from many, many years ago in the times of Robin Hood and all that lot. I don't know entirely how long ago it was. When were the medieval times? Anyone got a date on that? Some more of the walls there. Pretty famous landmark. Your trailer is fucking noisy. I wanted to go and see if PMT is still there. Used to be over there. Used to be in there all the time back in the band days. Let's go see if that's there. So over here, got some stories to tell about this place. We'll talk about those another day, I think. So that building there used to be a guitar shop that I spent a lot of time in. Probably about 10 years ago when we had our band. PMT it was called. Spent a lot of money in there. And now it is a cycle shop. Well, that's no good. Where's PMT now? Where do you buy a guitar in the city now? Anyway, so up here, this is a laugh. Up here on the right is where I stayed round someone's house one night and was singing out the window. Where was that? It's on that building, right in the middle there. Her house was. I wonder what she's doing with herself nowadays. Helen, her name was. Hello Helen, if you're watching, probably not. I'm probably blocked. I once came down this road and bought some parts off a lad. I was worried about stopping my car because it didn't feel like the greatest place in the world. Is the photo place gone? We had some photos taken there like a year ago. That appears to be gone as well. Everything's fucking closed. All the cars are gone. Bought a rear view mirror for my push bike in that cycle shop over there. Last year or the year before. Don't often come this way. We're getting some wind noise. Let's see if I can cut that out. That Wilco there, I looked at an early iteration of a sat-nav. This is before the days of proper sat-navs. It was like an interactive map thing. Nearly bought that. Glad I didn't. Mecca Bingo, wow. So, we once went to Mecca, but I actually got told off for talking in Mecca Bingo, and I was actually ordering drinks, but fuck them. But, got my own back, because I spent £1 and won £101. So I got the last laugh with that one, the fuckers. I'm sure there's a pizza place along here that I've always wanted to try and never been in, because there's only one of them in the city shop. Here it is on the right, Papa John's. I've never had one, but I've always wanted to try it. So if anyone's got any fucking input as to whether that thing is any good or not, then please, by all means, let me know. Although I don't really want to come down this road and stop. That was the pinkest car I've ever seen. Right. So I'm going to go straight over here, tell you another story. It's all stories today. I think it's down there. Or is it the other one? There was a pub around here somewhere, and I'm sure it was down there. I'm sure it had something to do with cows. Come on, Billy. A couple of lads walking in the road. Try to drive up that? Maybe not. I was tempted. Something about seeing ramps that makes you want to drive up them. Alright, so, once upon a time, I came down here for a house party many, many years ago. And I can't remember where exactly it was. I had only just started driving. I was like 18 at the time. I had my Mark IV Ford Escort in Ford Maritime Blue. Lovely car that was. I think it was a 1.3. I think I paid 700 quid for that. God, that was a good car. I blew it up twice. I had to replace the engine because when you're young, you thrash the shit out of these things, don't you? So, we came to a house party and there was like a pub on the left and the girl had a Mitsubishi Lancer on the driveway, and I've a funny feeling that they probably don't have that car anymore, because we are going back to like 2002 or something like that. So well, there it is, there's the pub, the Bull. Nearly had it right. Now, did you go left before the pub or left after the pub? Let's go left before the pub. I can't actually remember. I think, now I'm thinking about it, I think it was left after the pub, because I do not remember any of this. I doubt that house party is still going, like 20 years later. I don't think she likes me very much now either after what happened. We'll drop. We'll drop in and say hello. Driving through memories. No, it weren't down any of these. I have no idea where we were. I'm pretty sure it weren't down none of these. So let's go down Woodland Road. They were like bungalows in like a squared area. They definitely weren't terraced. Well, where the hell was that? I used to be able to find it every time. It didn't have any grass verges or anything like that. I have no idea where we are. I've literally never been down this way in my life. Woodland Close though sounds familiar. I think it was left after the pub. These ones look more familiar. They look a bit more similar. These look familiar as well. They all look familiar. This doesn't. Nice indication, bitch. Rick Astley and Co. Was it down here? What's that say? Public Library. Now that rings a bell. Woodview. There we go. 2 words that ring a bell. I reckon that was it, you know. If I am thinking correctly, there is a roundabout down the end here. We spin ourselves round at the roundabout down the end of this road, and then it was down towards the library, I think. All this to find a house party that was 26 years ago. And the only clues I've got to go on that I remember is going near that bull pub. They had a Mitsubishi Lancer. They lived in a bungalow. And there were a lot of goths hanging around there as well, but maybe that was where I got my goth fetish from. I don't think it was. I think I might have had that beforehand. What the fuck has he got in there? He didn't want to wait. You're going to pull out on me, aren't you? Looks like retard's driving area around here. Oh my god, this doesn't look like it at all. I'm going to do a loop of this, and if I can't find it, I'm bugging out. I don't think it's any of these. Well, practice me U-turns, eh? Went alright. Oh, this looks more familiar. It was kind of like one of these on the left here. But I'm pretty sure it ended in like a T-junction. Now these do look familiar. It's quite possible it was one of these. These ones look familiar. I'm trying to think where I parked my car at the time. I think I parked it like round the side. And now I'm getting memories that I had to hide it. Why did I have to hide my car? In case her parents found it? Right, next up on the agenda. Can I get to another house party today? I don't think I can. I doubt I've got the battery. But we know what tomorrow's job is. But hopefully we'll find a few more interesting things on the way home. Maybe it was that one. Did I go down that one before? Never mind, I give up. I give up the house party. We missed the house party. We're 26 years too late. We've got a title for the video, Late to the House Party. But I always enjoy these roads with the trees that hang over the top. It reminds me of playing Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2 back in what, around the same sort of era. 2000s, the early 2000s. To give you an idea when that house party was, I now remember on the way home, she came back to my house and we bought a game called Star Wars Starfighter to play. So whenever that game was released, it's when the house party was. Right, let's go to Thorpe Marriott, shall we? Oh, Drayton. So Drayton, it's quite an expensive area. What the fuck is that? It's someone's random shoe on the side of the road. How did someone just launch that out of their car as they were driving? You know, my shoes are just too uncomfortable to drive in. I'll just fucking hull my shoe out the window. Now, I don't know what happens if you go right here. But I'm not going that way today. There's the Sanders coaches. Someone once told me the colour scheme of that looks a bit like the cars in Mad Max, the first one. The main Force Patrol cars. There's a chip shop here, fish and chips, deep blue. I've always wanted to try it out. If anyone in the area has any input, what the fuck is that? There's a sniper tower up there. Yeah, if anyone knows about that fish and chip shop, then please let me know what it's like. Down here is the Chinese supermarket, which I've been in many, many times, where my uncle works. We could drop in and say hello, but we won't. So we're now heading home, and I'm going to get it in now and say, as always, thank you very much for watching.